Hello everybody, and I am about to make the butter, and everybody talks about the better butter, and my friends say you need to share your butter recipe because I have for 25 years been whipping my own butter. I know that sounds bizarre, but I like to put oils with my butter. It just makes it a healthier butter, I think, for me. So you do whatever you want. I'm sharing the butter recipe. If you want to use it, great. If you don't want to use it, that's okay too. And what I do is very, very simple. It's going to be a real short video just to teach you how to make the butter because I just happen to need to make butter. So it worked out perfect. But you get 1 pound of organic. I use organic unsalted butter because I like to use my own Himalayan sea salt in there. So what you'll do is you will take the butter. I softened it already, but you want to leave the butter out and let it get softened. And then I'm going to take the 4/4 that make the pound of butter, and I'm going to put them in a plastic Tupperware. That's about the size. You can use any Tupperware you want. Just make sure it has a lid, of course, so that you can put it in the refrigerator. This butter will usually last me like a month. I mean, it's just me, so I don't use a ton of butter, but when I do use the butter, I'm very fortunate that with my dairy condition, I can have organic butter. If you can't have butter, this video is definitely not for you. So I'll take all 4/4 of the butter. It's already softened, and I just put it into this Tupperware, nice and easy. And then you can choose whichever oils you want to use. If there's specific oils that light you up, by all means use whichever oil you want. I use sometimes, I mix up all different oils. I'll use a little bit of olive because olive has obviously a stronger taste. I always add a little bit of olive oil to mine, and I'll use sunflower oil. I'll use avocado oil. I'll use grapeseed oil. So all different kinds of oil. You can use the oils that you choose. Today I'm going to use sunflower oil, avocado oil, grapeseed oil, and olive oil. And then what I do is I take the unsalted butter and I will add pink Himalayan sea salt. I've got this down to a science now, but you use as much as you want. You want to taste it. So when you're whipping it, you can taste the butter. You don't want it to be too salty because you don't want to be stuck with a big, huge tub of butter that's too salty. Better less than more, and you can always add a little bit and re-whip it. You're also going to need your whisk beaters. So these are, you can take off your regular beaters. If you have a set of whisk beaters, you're going to need those because it's going to whip the butter up really, really smooth. So it'll be like whipped butter, like Breakstones makes a whipped butter. It's really good. This is how this is going to turn out when it's done. So I use 1 pound of organic unsalted butter and 1/2 cup combined of oils. So I'm going to mix up the oils, the grapeseed, avocado. So just use your measuring cup and get them up to 1/2 cup of oil. Obviously, you don't have to be super precise. You know me on the show. I want to make things really, really easy. But I will use probably like, I don't know, mostly, ooh, nice catch. Mostly the regular oils and then just a splash of olive oil at the end because I don't want it to taste totally like olive oil. So I'll use a little bit of olive oil. So this is what it's like, about 1/2 cup of oils, and then you just pour it in with the butter, and then you're gonna whisk beat it up. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let you go for a second. I'm gonna whip it because it'll be really, really loud on the video, so I don't wanna do that. And then I'll come right back and splice it back in where you'll see it when it's done. So don't go anywhere, I'll be right back. Thanks. Hey, we're back. So I know you didn't want to watch me whisk the butter for like 5 minutes, but you literally have to whisk it for about 5 minutes. It's going to keep whipping and getting thicker and thicker and thicker, and it will turn into this. So that little bit of butter, when it's in the thing, it's like this big, but when you put the oil in and you keep whipping it for like 5 minutes, it's going to get real fluffy and really nice. So give it 5 minutes. It takes some time, so have some patience. You're like, really, am I sitting here doing this? But they're whisk beaters. Put them on high and just let it keep whisking for at least 4 to 5 minutes, and you'll see it whip up really nice. Now some tricks, some tips, because I have learned the hard way. Whip it in the sink. So put the whole container in the sink and whisk it in the sink, because I've made that mistake. It's easier to clean the butter out of the sink than it is to clean it from your blinds and your counters and your cabinets. So do yourself that favor and whisk it in the sink. And then from here, it literally just goes in the refrigerator and you just use it like you would regular butter. So if you can have butter and you want to try out the better butter, great. Try your oils however you like. Make sure you measure the oils, and that's pretty much it. It's a super simple butter to make, and it's fabulous. It tastes really good. You control the salt. You control what's in it. You know what's in it. You know what I mean? So you've got organic butter, which is better for you anyway. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Please feel free to like my video and subscribe to the channel if you want to get more updates. We do live shows, and it's a lot of fun. We'd love to have you join the community. Thank you so much, and I hope you have a great night. Bye.